which is Army of Thieves. And the first official trailer for Army of Thieves dropped, and I thought it was pretty good. I thought the teaser was more, more hyped up for me because of the music choice, and it was shorter than this. And this trailer had a lot of that same kind of vibe that you get when people are trying to sell people onto your movie. So basically they give away the plot in the trailer and they introduce the characters in the trailer. So that stuff was in the trailer, and I thought that was kind of um, you know I get why it was done, because this is a big Netflix event, and you have to get most of the audience in on this movie, right? Because obviously this is not one of the biggest projects they have, because of the lack of major stars like Rock or Ryan Reynolds or Chris Hemsworth or stuff like that. But it looks pretty good. The scale is very big, and I'm very excited. Obviously, this is from the Army of the Dead universe, so I'm hyped up for that as well. So many theories will be confirmed or debunked when we watch that. So that will also be
Yeah.
interesting. But yeah, I did like the panel. Zack was on it, Deborah was on it, and he shared a story about how Hans Zimmer wanted to score this project. So that was pretty amazing. So yeah, I'm very much looking forward to this movie. It comes out on October 29th, I guess.
Yeah, not too far away, just for Halloween, so that's awesome. Yeah, the trailer was fine. Like, of course, I'm going to watch this film because it's a prequel to Army of the Dead. It's produced by Zack Snyder. So, but like the trailers haven't been like 10 out of 10. Oh my God, I have to watch this right now. But they've been fine. I've got no problem with the movie whatsoever. I'm looking forward to seeing more, learning more about Dieter and these new characters being introduced. What's going on with the safes? Blythe Tanaka was referenced in the trailer. So, like, look, me, like, go back and watch our previous breakdown videos of Army of the Dead.
We
We
did a
think
lot
there's
of
more
them.
going
Yeah.
on. Yeah. So, like, I think we hopefully will be able to do some more now that we have more background information to Dieter and the Army of the Dead universe. But yeah, I think, man, I think on the surface, this is a comedy love story, a prequel to before the zombies or just when the zombies hit. But I think there's going to be a hint at something more here because, like, I find it interesting and I find it weird how Dieter didn't really bat an eyelid at Blythe Tanaka in Army of the
Exactly.
Dead when
That's interesting.
when in this movie, a prequel, he's basically it is connective tissue to Blythe
Yep.
Tanaka. Now that could be a plot hole because maybe when they filmed and wrote Army of the Dead, they didn't know they were doing a prequel, and maybe they come up with this idea late into production, and now this is just kind of okay, let's put a reference into this movie that people know it's in the same universe as Army of the Dead. So let's put in the zombies on the news. Let's put in Blythe Tanaka, maybe, but like are average people who watch this movie going to remember who Blythe Tanaka is? Like they might remember who Dave
Yeah.
Batista is. They might remember, kind of, these other characters, these bigger characters who had more screen time. But it's interesting that they picked Blythe Tanaka, the casino owner and the guy who wanted them to go into this Las Vegas with zombies to get his money out. So yeah, I think there'll be a deeper kind of thing to Army of the Thieves or Army of Thieves. So that's my theory right now. I think we'll get some reference to time travel, to a loop,
Yeah.
to the safes being a time machine. Something has to be connecting here because Zack Snyder isn't just building a zombie universe. There's aliens, there's robots, there's something shady going on with the government, there's people, there's safes. I don't
See,
know.
one thing that I noticed, like you said, it could be a plot hole, and that does make sense if you consider it. But what if it's not? And what if, because it was shooting the same time as Army of the Dead, before even Army of the Dead released, so it was shooting at the same time. And Zach knew that he was going to shoot there, and obviously they talk and they'll communicate about their movies and stuff, right? So one of the things that people brought up when the first teaser trailer came out was that Dieter obviously knew how to use a gun, right? And he was familiar with guns. And in Army of the Dead, when he came in, he acted like it was new to him, and he didn't know how to use a gun and how what a gun is and all that stuff. With um, I forgot his name, but um, the new Zeus.
Richard
No, no,
Citrone.
no, the new Zeus at the end of the movie.
Oh, Vandero.
Vandero, right. So when Dieter was talking to Vandero, the very first scene where Vandero, shows him the gun and stuff, he was acting like he didn't know what it was and he didn't know how to use it before. And it's interesting that he already did here. And there's another thing now where he knows who Bly Tanaka is, but he acted like he didn't know him when he first met him. So there's stuff like that which is very interesting. Maybe it's deliberate, maybe it's a plot hole, who knows? But I think we should definitely keep that in mind, and there could be something there for sure.
Yeah, that's what I think, man, and I'm looking forward to it. And I think the actor Matthias, whatever trying to pronounce his second name, who plays Dieter, he said it's kind of like a love
Yeah,
story, so that's gonna be interesting. But we got no references to that maybe in the first Army of the
yeah,
Dead. So I'm interested to see if that was just a plot hole because of the way that production happened, or if it's something deeper,
yeah,
something bigger. And we will get a shot at the zombies. That was on the
yeah,
news, like just as the outbreak hits. And that's why they're doing this now because the world is vulnerable and they have a chance to maybe manipulate the system because of the world collapsing. So
yeah,
yeah, bring it on. Should be fun. And I'd love to see prequels for other characters like Van der Rohe, maybe Dave Bautista's character. Those would be cool. But I think there's something special about Dieter and his connection with the safe is the reason that he got a prequel. Because this could be the foundation for what Zack sets up in the Army of the Dead 2, the animated sequel or prequel sequel, and stuff like that. So it's exciting. I'm excited, even though I want the Snyderverse to continue. I'm very intrigued by the Armyverse because I love zombies. But now that I know there's aliens in this
yeah,
world, that there's cyborgs, like he could do what he wants right now. He could literally take his Justice League vision and put it onto Netflix's services, and yeah. And we should say that we're talking about like they highlighted movies here that are in their top 10, like Murder Mysteries in their top 10 of all time. That got a sequel. Extraction, number one, that got a sequel. Um, like they did big panels about this. The Old Guard as well with Charlize Theron. I think that's in their top
yeah,
10 too. So yeah, they're this is their future now of blockbusters, and that's what they're putting forward.
yeah. And I'm all